Thanks for staying for sports. The Montana Grizz at Dahlberg Arena today for their second matchup of their conference opening series with Northern Colorado, this one on SWX. Grizz trailed much of the first half. Here's Michael Stedman working in the post. Little jump hook is good. Montana on a 7-0 run. Second half now, and Montana gets their first lead of the game since it was 8-7 on this drive-in score from Cameron Parker. Now 7 minutes of play, Montana down once again. Josh Bannon tiptoes his way to the cup to regain the lead. This one came down to the wire, and the Bears would make the final play. They defeat Montana in the final seconds to win 64-62. Montana State women also in action today down in Orem, where they picked up that game against Utah Valley after Southern Utah canceled on them earlier in the week with COVID concerns. Pick up towards the end of the first half, Gabby Maki puts it on the deck, makes it to the cup, and scores. Cats extend their lead to 8. Then the Wolverines sloppy with the ball. Montana State kicks up to Ashley Van Sickle for the easy lay-in. Montana State up 5 at the half. In the second half, MSU was in the driver's seat, but the Wolverines make a big run. Nifty behind the pass here, sets up the easy layup, and it's a 3-point game. After a timeout, the Bobcats do respond. Lexi Deedon, the bank is open. MSU back up double digits, but again, Utah Valley pulls the game back within 3. They have an open lane here. No, Darian White out of nowhere on the other side of the floor. That would turn into a Caitlin Lombardo 3, and that would do it as Montana State fends off the Wolverines. They win it 66-63. The men also adding a game to their schedule, replacing Southern Utah. They took on Montana Western on Friday night. MSU beat the Bulldogs 96-67 for their 6th non-conference game of the season. Senior Amin Adamu set a new career high in rebounds, recording 12 on the night, and says even though this meeting was not expected, he says his team stayed prepared.
I was just trying to do my job in just leading my team, playing my part, and just facilitating and just doing all I can to get the win. And obviously, we know that our first conference game got cancelled. And before the game, I told our guys we're treating this game like a conference. It goes to show that the game can get taken away from us in a second. But at the same time, we also got to stay ready regardless of what happens.
Pending that, both teams can play. The Cats are set to face Northern Colorado in Greeley next week for their first conference meeting of the season. To some wrestling over in Great Falls, the University of Providence wrestling team has been on the mats for the past few weeks, and they've seen some progress in practice as they prepare for the upcoming season. Steve Comack stepped into the head coaching role last year for Providence and did a tremendous job leading the squad to a 14-4 record, including going unbeaten in conference matches at 5-0. While it's tough to improve on such a tremendous season, Comack believes it is possible and really likes what he's seeing out of his guys early on.
A little out of shape at first and workouts, hard for kids at first, but just in the 2 weeks we've been going, we've already seen great improvements.
And the high school winter sports season officially underway as of today. We had wrestling triangular over in Laurel and multiple basketball games all across the state. Let's start with Class B action. Jefferson hosting Choteau. First quarter, Bulldogs looking good. Nice Euro step to the finish off the glass for Jacob Brewster. Bulldogs lead. It was all Panthers though the rest of the game. Jake Ganger cleans it up and puts it back in the cup. Then Joey Visser fighting through the contact, getting the finish. Panthers would go on a 20-0 run after trailing 14-12. Capped off here with another nice finish by Visser. Jefferson just too big for Choteau to handle. Trent McMaster gets the board and the score. Panthers roll to the big win. To the girls matchup now, and Jefferson came out swinging with their all-conference player from last season, Rachel Van Blerkum from way downtown. Panthers up early, then Choteau goes on a little run. Here's Savannah Duriker getting the board and putting it in. Panthers take over those. Dakota Edmondson hits the long three-pointer, and she can do it down low as well, getting the tough rebound, then passing it over to Olivia Lyons. She makes the turnaround shot. Jefferson girls win 76-61. And so all the craziness begins. Well, that's your look at sports. We're right back after this.